Hey, good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day's off to a great start as always. Today, I want to just give you a little tip here to hopefully help prevent you and your client from having a high level of disappointment. And that is that once you've negotiated out terms of a contract, so whether you're on the buy side or the sell side, but typically the buy side, and I'm going to focus on that one for this example. Once you've negotiated out terms either verbally or back and forth through email, do not drag your feet on getting those updated terms together, signed by your buyer, and sent to the listing agent. If you negotiate those out at, let's say it's 2 p.m., do everything you can to avoid waiting until later that evening to get the updated paperwork. Often I'll hear agents say, awesome, fantastic, we've got a deal. I'm heading out to an appointment. I'll get that updated paperwork to you later tonight. Well, you don't have a deal yet, right? You have a deal in principle, but you don't have an executed contract. And so make sure that your buyer also has that sense of urgency to get that paperwork signed. Remind them that they can sign on their smartphone through .loop. They don't have to wait till they get back to a computer. And if it's someone that, for whatever reason, doesn't utilize that technology, do everything you can to get over there and get it signed. Because I've seen so many times that agents will work out a deal with the other side, but then there is some gap between when they actually get the paperwork signed by their client. And in that interim, another offer can come in. And it doesn't matter that the seller and the listing agent have said that we have a deal and that the seller is willing to work with you. When that better offer comes in, their tune is going to change. And I've had a lot of calls recently from agents who are upset and really just wanting to vent and find out if there's anything that could be done because similar situations like this popped up. So the point is, don't drag your feet, act with absolute urgency to get that paperwork finalized and make sure that it's complete, right? If there's a change being made and somebody has to initial it, make sure that initial gets done and communicated back to the other side ASAP. Because let's just take this next little example. You send the offer over that you think you had all the terms worked out correctly. The listing agent says, we had said we were going to close on Thursday instead of Friday. We're going to scratch through and change that closing date and initial it, and we'll send it back to you. Well, once they scratch it out and initial it, you don't have a contract. And the buyer then has to make that initial, and then you communicate it back to the listing agent before you have a contract. And if you drag your feet on that, or the buyer, for whatever reason, drags their feet on that, and in the meantime, another offer comes in, a savvy agent is going to say, hey, guys, seller withdraws that agreement. We were not under contract yet. Seller's moving forward with another offer that we just received. So you don't ever want to be in that situation. It's going to be painful for you and even 10 times more painful for your client. So act with urgency when getting paperwork done. You never know what's going to happen in the meantime. Hopefully that's helpful, guys. As always, have a fantastic day. If you need me, I'm just a phone call away.